What is up, my little pretties? It's your mistress, the Shadowline is here, and today we are going to review another episode of the Wizard of Oz animated series, and this is episode 11. Well, episode 12. Sorry, that was an error. It's not episode 11, it's episode 12 of the Wizard of Oz animated series. And today I am going to review episode 12, which is called Hot Air. Now, Hot Air is actually is the last episode of the series. And the thing is, though, I'm sad that it ended at, 12 episodes. Because this show, I'm going to be honest, that this show could have got, a second season or at least more episodes. Like, I really wish they, would have got more, episodes or something like that. Because then that way, it wouldn't just sit there and, ended right there. It would have, made more sense to do more. So, I'm basically just gonna, explain about this episode and then we're gonna go from there. So this episode, usually starts off with Dorothy and her friends, basically in the land of Oz. Well, basically with her friends, the Cowardly Lion, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man, with Toto wandering around. However, in this episode, they were camping out, and then they see the wizard is heading towards a place called Balloonia. So basically, Dorothy and her friends have to go there to find it. However, later on in the episode, we see that Truckle is attempt to try to find out where the wizard's going to. And basically, we found out that, the wizard's heading to Balloonia. So basically, when Dorothy and her friends get there, they end up finding out that there's actually kind of, event or something going on. So basically, Dorothy and her friends have to find the wizard in this episode, like they always do. They always find each one all the time. Now, meanwhile, back with the Wicked Witch of the West, basically, Lee Truckle, who is out of breath, was given, a glass of water, and basically, Lee explains to the Wicked Witch of the West that, the Scarecrow, the wizard's in Balloonia, and of course the Wicked Witch decides to put a spell, just so she can trick them. As usual, that's what she mainly does. So they see the wizard, Dorothy and her friends, and then they go to Balloonia, where they see this woman right here. We see this woman, aka the Wicked Witch of the West, in disguise, and she's there's a balloon race, and yeah, so with that going on, Dorothy and her friends are they're trying to, win, so then they can't, they're hoping the wizard can win, basically. That's basically what it is. So later on in the movie, we see that, they're in Balloonia, and of course, the Wicked Witch of the West is actually, trying to get the ruby slippers. That's always something that she used to do. And however, while they're in Balloonia, Dorothy and her friends were trying to catch up to basically the wizard, as they usually do. However, Truckle's trying to ruin everything about, everything what's going on. And of course, things don't work out, and we see right here that, after the wizard wins, it turns out that the Wicked Witch of the West has actually tricked the wizard, and she tries to basically try to get Dorothy and her friends to give her the ruby slippers. However, a raindrop falls on the Wicked Witch of the West, and basically she realized that it's raining and she has to get out of here before she melts. And so basically she flies in her broomstick and gets away. So that's basically what happens. And Dorothy and her friends end up back on the Yellow Brick Road, and they realize that they have to go and catch up to the wizard to find him. And yeah, that's basically pretty much the episode. In my opinion, this episode kind of ended on a cliffhanger. I don't have a problem with cliffhanger, endings to shows, but if it's done properly, then that would be something. But right here, I'm just disappointed that they did not make a season 2, or at least have more episodes of this, because this would have been really cool if they did make episodes, more episodes of it, then to sit there and, make a cliffhanger ending, to, the episode. I'm not trying to say, sound rude and say, this episode did badly. This episode was pretty good, but although I'm pretty sad that they didn't have another season, or at least have more episodes, and they just ended there, which, with all due sincerity, I'm kind of, a little bummed out by that. But I could definitely say this episode did pretty good, although I do wish that they made, another season, or they made more episodes, because in that way it'd be a lot more understanding and a lot more easier and stuff like that, if you want to put it that way. Now, I'm going to be honest that the concept itself was actually really interesting, and I actually really thought that this episode did a good job. The storyline of how the episode went out was amazing. The characters were great. Animation, top-notch, awesome. Everything about this episode was actually really good. Now, the whole series was amazing. I can definitely say that. Except for one character, which of course you all know, Truckle. He's the guy I don't like. He's like a spin-off of Nico, which I don't understand why they could have used him, but, that's still something I have to say, but, that's just kind of, your opinion. If you like Truckle, that's fine. If you don't like him, that's fine too, because I respect your opinion. Now the whole series, I have to say I loved it. Even though if you've seen it in the 90s when you were a kid, you will love this series. And if you've not seen this series, I highly recommend you go on YouTube and look at these series right now, because these series are amazing. 1, you will not be disappointed. 2, you'll love this series as much as I do. And 3, if you're born in the 90s, you would remember this. And if not, you should give it a shot. Now, with that being said, this episode, I honestly loved it. The voice acting, everything was just amazing. Now, is there anything negative with the show? Well, only the Truckle character. But other than that, this whole thing was just top-notch amazing. I can definitely say this show did a very good job. However, I do wish that they made a second season, or at least made new episodes, which I think that would have been, pretty good in that case. But anyways, that's just basically my opinion. Now, I'm going to say this right now, because I'm going to wrap up the review, because this is long enough as it is. This is simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these TV shows and stuff, and this is simply my own personal thoughts. If you don't like the show, that's fine. If you like it, that's alright with me too. Now, my final rating of this episode is a 10 out of 10. Final rating of the whole entire series is a 10 out of 10. Amazing, great, brings me back so many memories as being a kid, and I actually really think that this episode did good, although they could have, had more seasons and stuff like that, instead of sitting there and, ended on the cliffhanger. Now, I might maybe talk about, why I don't really care for cliffhanger, endings to stuff. That's going to be a discussion video for another day. But I could definitely say that this one did pretty good, and I actually loved it, and I thought of it as more of a really great concept. Everything about this was just amazing. I honestly thought it was cool, and I can really definitely say you guys should check out this if you haven't done so. Okay. Anyways, what did you think about this episode, and what did you think about the series? Did you enjoy them? Did you not? Also, what would you have done personally to help make this episode or show a lot better? Leave me now what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm the Sean Linus. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and if you're brand new here to this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to when I upload, so you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, I will be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out, and I will see you all later. Oh, and one more thing. If you want me to review another show, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Anyways, I'll be catching you all later. Bye-bye.